Ladies and gentlemen, in the last session, we talked about classical realism and Thomas Hobbes. Today, let us have an assessment of Hobbesian realism. Our discussion is based on a book, Theories of International Relations, written by Scott Burchell and co-authors. Hobbes acknowledges that such a savage state never existed across the entire globe. Hobbes identifies a logic of interaction, an ideal type model of pressures and tendencies. When equal actors interact in anarchy, driven by competition, diffidence, and glory, generalized violent conflict can be predicted. Theory requires radical simplification. Much as a good caricature selects, exaggerates, and willfully distorts in order to capture the defining features of its subject. A good theory intentionally oversimplifies in order to highlight forces that typically control behavior. Hobbes is skeptical of altering human nature. Most analysts would agree that Hobbes' emphasis on competition, diffidence, and glory represents a penetrating caricature that deserves serious consideration. Although it is one-sided, anarchy has been replaced by hierarchical political rule within most states. Even vicious and inefficient governments usually provide considerable security for the lives and property of their citizens. Provision of security at the national level has dramatically reduced the pressures to replace the international state of nature with international government. International anarchy can therefore be expected to persist even without taking into account the strong desire of states and their citizens for autonomy. Material inequality reduces the number of effective players. But unless one is clearly superior to all others, the Hobbesian logic will reassert itself in relations among the strong. Great powers are Hobbesian equals. Great powers are states with the capacity to inflict punishing damage, even the threat of death, or any other power in the system. This suggests that Hobbesian realism is a theory of great power politics. It is not a general theory of international relations. Relations between fundamentally unequal powers would be governed by another logic of interaction. Each of Hobbes' assumptions would seem to be applicable to important parts of international relations.